Hi, everyone. I'm Julie. I am the head of a one-person data team, and I am focusing on solutions that are built for startups to get you up and running ASAP.
I'm Joe Bloom. I'm a data architect, and I'm focused on solutions that scale.
I'm Jeff. I'm a data product manager. I like to think about the art of the possible, especially for organizations at scale. And welcome to JJJson, a series where we noodle all things data. But today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to talk about a mix of a data and marketing concept called server-side conversions. I'm going to pass it over to Julie and Joe. I'm going to see if you have any questions about what this topic is, so we can actually riff on it from there.
Yeah, I'll take a start at this one. My background is in marketing, so I've dealt with this from the marketer standpoint when I didn't have the technical skills, and I've dealt with this from the data person standpoint to help the marketers. By putting more server-side data into your ad platform tools like your Google ads, your Facebook ads, you're really just helping build a better brain for your advertising. Where I tend to focus on the ads is the data that they send me back. So there's the reporting aspect, which I will always do in my warehouse, I'll always do in my BI tools, but I will send as much data into my ad platforms so that the marketing team has the best chance of getting to the right people.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because the concept of server-side conversions and sending this data into your Google ads, your Facebook ads, begins to deviate the reporting and operationalizing worlds of data. So server-side conversions are conversions that you're sending via the API to Google ads, Facebook ads, and they're tracking down funnel events from things that you might capture on the website. So your traditional Google ads and Facebook ads, they'll capture somebody submitted this form or hit this confirmation and thank you page for a purchase. If you want to send information like, well, this person didn't return this order within 7 days, or this lead actually attended their demo call, you need to send this after the fact. That way your marketers can optimize for more meaningful conversions than just the things that they can access via the front end. This training of the Google ads and Facebook ads of the world is very different than calling balls and strikes on the reporting side of whether or not these are effective campaigns or effective channels.
So, Jeff, what that brings to mind for me is like how you build machine learning models and do data science, right? You've got to start with labeled data. If you're doing computer vision, you've got a bunch of images of dogs that are tagged with metadata to say it's a dog. If we were doing something about predicting student retention, we needed a big data set that said this student was retained, this student was not attained. So when I think about server-side conversions, that's kind of how I think about it. It's like we're sending the ad platform the labeled data that can then be used to optimize for that outcome that couldn't have been optimized for until we sent that data in.
That's exactly right, Joe. Essentially, these platforms have huge machine learning models to help optimize for specific outcomes. And what you're able to do with server-side conversions is optimize for more meaningful outcomes than you would otherwise. However, that's only a local optimization, getting the most out of that campaign as you can, but it's not going to tell you what other campaigns you should be running. And that's exactly where we turn to folks like Julie and her analysis.
And one last point, because it comes up a lot when we talk about this and it's a little confusing, is that attribution window with which an ad platform actually gives credit to the activity that they can track. And it's usually 14 days. I don't know how many sales cycles or key events happen within those 14 days. That's another reason why I've always felt sending the data back is important, because something happens 37 days later that's really influential to your ad platform, to that model. You want them to know that. You want them to know it didn't happen in that first 15 days, 14 days, whatever that window is. And so that's a big reason a lot of people do send your own data, your server-side data back.
For a long time with data warehousing, I feel like we had data all coming into the warehouse. And having come and worked at Census now, and with the advent of reverse ETL, I feel like we're building these cycles. It's like the water cycle, right? This is where the data evaporates back up and becomes rain again and comes back down with more richness, more information. And you can do more on the BI and analytics side, and as far as understanding what to do with this cycle running like full circle, right? Is that right, Julie?
Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about rain, but that feels right.